all the things you want to do, but you're just not doing it. It's just hard for you to be consistent with that thing. For instance, do you want to wake up earlier more, or read every day, or work on something like a project to you, or just be more productive in general? Like, do you have these new habits you want to start doing, but you just aren't doing it, or you start doing it, but then you fall off after a day or two of doing it and go right back into your old patterns? Because if you're dealing with that, I'm so happy you clicked this video, because I've been in your same spot. I always want to do more things. Like, I want to read more, I want to work out more, I want to journal, and I really just want to be more productive, and I want to be cleaner. Like, my room was always a mess, and I would always tell myself I'm gonna do these things and start doing it, and I would make a whole schedule, and where I would have the perfect day, hitting all these new habits I want to do, doing all these new things. And then literally after the next day, or after the few days passed, I just fell right back into my old routines of waking up late, smoking, getting on my phone, scrolling on TikTok or YouTube for way too long, getting up, eating honey buns and cold ramen and cake, and watching TV, The Office, and then just repeating that over and over and over again. And then, every now and then, I want to read more, I want to write more, I want to do more things, and then get back on that good path for a day or two, and then back into the bad path, and nothing really changing. Like, I know how it is, and I also know how frustrating it is, and how you really want to change and stick with the good habits, because they're good for you, and they're gonna make your life better. You want to stick those things, but it's just so hard. If that's you, continue watching this video, because I'm going to show you how to stick with your habits consistently, okay? How to stop falling back into your old patterns. You're going to learn all that and more, and towards the end of the video, if you stick around, I'm going to give you something that's really going to change the game for you, okay? But first, who am I? My name is Faith, and my goal is to help entrepreneurs, creators, and high achievers reach their goals by teaching you how to take action, stay consistent, and make goals happen. And obviously in this video, we're talking about how to consistently do your habits. So right now, I want you to take the time to comment 3 habits you want to build. You ain't gotta do all 3, but no more than 3, okay? Comment at least 3, no more than 3 though, habits that you want to build into your life. And then as you watch this video, you'll be able to take the information in a different light. Like, you'll be able to use it more consciously towards the habits you want to build. You'll be able to use these ideas instead of just passively hearing it. You actually be applying it to the habits you literally just wrote down that you want to put into your life, okay? So I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm just going to dive right into it. If you want to make your habits something you consistently do, there's 4 steps you can think about doing. The first thing is, you need to make that habit something you see, okay? If you want to read more, you need to have a book right in front of you. You need to have a book in your room so that you can actually see it. So that kind of clicks in your head, like, oh, maybe you could read. I remember I wanted to journal more, but I never had a journal in my room. I didn't keep it around. So how was I going to journal? You feel me? Like, how was I going to do the habit I want to do if I didn't have the thing I need to do the habit? So you want to make sure that you know what you want. That's why I said write down the habits you want, and then ask yourself, how can you put this thing in front of you so that you'll see it and actually feel more compelled to do it. When I realized seeing the thing you want to do is so important, I started putting my book on my pillow. Like, when I woke up, I put my book face open on my pillow. So when I went out and did all the things I want to do and have fun and came back to my room, the first thing I saw was my book, and it made me think, oh, I should read that. And it was already open, so it was easy. And then when it came to me wanting to study more back when I was in college, I would just open up the thing I want to study for tomorrow and leave that open on my desk. I'd have it ready, like prepped. So when I came to my desk, I saw that the work I had to get done was right there. I might as well just go ahead and get started. So the first tip I can give you, think about what habit you want and ask yourself, how can you make that habit as visible in your path as you can. The second thing is, you want to track your habits, especially the good habits. The bad habits you don't really gotta track, because it's easy to do bad habits like watching TV, staying in late, sleeping in late, eating bad food, smoking. Like, it's so easy to do those things and not even think about it. But the good habits you want to do, we actually need to think about if we've done them or not. And that's why tracking your habits is so powerful, because if you tell yourself you're going to read every single day, I know I keep saying reading as an example, but I'm going to stick with it. If you tell yourself you're going to read every single day, it's easy to say that and then not do it. And then fool yourself in thinking, oh yeah, I got around to it. But if you track yourself, you will be more intentional every single day about reading, because you know at the end of that day, you're going to check in to see if you read or not. Alright, so tracking yourself is really good to stay consistent on these new habits. Another way you can do it is by making the habit very easy for you to do, especially in the beginning. If you want to get in shape and you're saying, I'm going to do 100 push-ups a day, and you've never really worked out before, why do you think you're going to keep doing it? You're going to burn out. And this is something I did for a long time. Whenever I wanted to get myself working out again, I always did the month 100 push-up challenge, and I always burnt out towards the end, and it just ruined any chance of me working out consistently. But it wasn't until I said, alright, I'm going to lower the bar. Instead of doing 100 push-ups, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. On top of that, I'm going to track it. That's when I became the person who can work out and does work out every single day. Whether that's going for a run every day, or walking, or doing some calisthenics, I'm doing something physical. It all started from me doing 10 push-ups a day, not 100 a day, 10. So if you really want to consistently stick with a habit, make it very small and very easy for you to do. And on top of that, track yourself. And now here's the last tip I'm going to give you. And mind you, there are so many more tips I could lay on you, but I just don't want to overwhelm you. But if you follow just what I've said so far, which is put the habit right in front of you. Whatever you wrote down, put that thing in front of you. If that's you working out, maybe you running, put your running shoes right in front of your door. If that's you wanting to write a book, literally have the document that you can write your book in, open on your computer. So you can open up your computer, you see the document. If you want to eat healthier, put the healthy foods in the front of the refrigerator. So when you open it, you see the healthy foods. Make sure you see it. Number 2 is make sure you track yourself. Track whether or not you're working on those habits. Another way is to make it very easy to do those habits. And then the last tip I'm going to give you is to reward yourself. Because as humans, we are driven by 2 things. We're driven towards pleasure and away from pain. So if you can loop something pleasurable to these new habits, it's going to be so easy for you to want to do those new habits. See, with these bad habits we have, we get a reward every time. Like, when you eat chocolate, you get that good feeling in your mouth. It's like, that's the reward. When you're on your phone, you get to laugh at some funny content, or just your boredom is satiated. That's the reward. When you don't go out for that run, and you instead lay on your couch and watch TV, the reward is you being comfortable. So these bad habits, they literally have rewards already linked to them. We ain't even gotta think about them. But with the good habits you want to consistently do, you gotta put a reward to it. So now it's not like you're doing it for the habit, but you're doing it because you know the habit is going to give you something good out of it. You feel me? So for instance, when I wanted to walk around more, it was hard for me to just get out the door. I just didn't feel like it until I put the reward out there that if I walked, I could read a physical book. Because at that point, all I did was read ebooks and listen to audiobooks. But I loved holding a physical book and feeling the pages and smelling it. I loved it. And I said, well, I never really have time to read the physical book. And I do want to walk more. So instead, every time I go for a walk, I can let myself read a physical book. And that changed the game for me. Because now, I'm not just going out to walk. I'm going out because I get to read a physical book that I really love to do. And another example is with YouTube videos. Sometimes I do procrastinate when it comes to recording a video. Not because I don't want to record it, but just because your girl be lazy sometimes. And the one thing that always gets me up in the front of this camera is the reward. When I tell myself, if I do this, I get a protein cookie. So now I'm up and I'm at it because I want the protein cookie. You feel me? So think about the habits and ask yourself, how can you put reward after that habit? Or while you're doing the habit. It'll make it a lot easier for you to consistently do the habit. Alright, so I gave you 4 tips. I could have given you so much more, but I did not want to overwhelm you. But those 4 tips alone, putting the habit somewhere you can easily see, tracking yourself, making it easy, and rewarding yourself. If you add those on to your habits, it would make it so much easier. I promise you, especially if you track yourself, make it so much easier for you to be consistent with your habits and stop falling off. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I have something for you because you stuck around. I have a complete guide, a complete workbook on habits that will tell you how to create new habits and break new habits. And there's a lot more information. If you got any insights from this, you're going to love that workbook. It is completely free. You ain't got to put your email in. Just click the link, get that information, download it into your subconscious, and then use it to change your life. Alright? Why am I giving this for free? Because I literally just want to help you. That's it. I just want to help you, okay? So if that's what you need, click the link. But regardless, remember, take action, stay consistent, because goals happen, and I'll see you later.